Hello, this is Peter Palmiotti of Human Studios, and this is Making Comics and Art, episode 128. Welcome, one and all. This will be a short one, but first of all, I want to promote other independent creators and channels. So I started in my Facebook group, Making Comics and Art, a 1K subscriber club. This is every channel out there that is less than 1,000, much like myself. I'm currently at 924. But these fine people are trying to grow their channels. So go with the links below. Some are easy to type in here, but some you might just click on the links below the video. I have it all listed down there. Do I want to do anything else? Yes, we got a little promotional for me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Trying to pass 1,000 subscribers. Getting closer every day. So yeah, I'll just mention that I got a bunch of streams set up. Let's see, tomorrow I got 2 because that happens sometimes. I'm going to fill in Thursday and Friday. Friday I'm trying to get a special guest, or at least somebody special to me. And then Saturday, it will be a Pimp Your Comics episode. So you can come on for at least 15 minutes, promote your Kickstarter, Indiegogo, work in progress, whatever stage of your comic you're at. Come on and talk about it and show off artwork, show off work, any work in progress, anything at all. But I'll have the live link. You can join the stream. And then Sunday, I have animator Jim Loughran talking about his latest animated movie, which he's got up on his YouTube channel. And you can check it out there. And yeah, so if you go to my channel, you can see all upcoming streams and the links of my guests. I should mention Wednesday will be Jason Gungor first, talking about his latest Kickstarter. And then Dan Vigo talking about his passion project. So, yeah. That takes me hours to set up. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's great having all these creators come on and talk about their projects. So today, of course, I'm working on my comic retro. Just jumping around as I do. But yeah, I wanted to talk about, even though it's going to be a short one today. What did I name it? Hold the Tide. So if you could tell by the cover, I got pages to different projects I'm working on, and that's not all the projects, but it's a glimpse to some of them. And it's rough. It's been rough. Part of the reason I took off yesterday, and part of the reason I'm going with a shorter episode today. But it's going to be totally worth it. I got a couple of months where I'm going to be tremendously busy. I'm in the mix of it right now. But it's hopefully going to be a big payoff. Fingers crossed. I mean, regardless, to me, getting a bunch of projects done, with the remainder of time I have for this year, will be tremendous. Because I like having more and more product out there, and it seems like these past batch of years, I haven't really. I've been sort of all over the place. Part of the reason is because I've been working on a lot of new skills and figuring out where I want to take my career. But that's no longer a concern. You always want to learn and keep learning. And I will continue to do so. But now I'm focused more on getting a bunch done so that I can have books out and have things to promote and have things for sale. So, my goal for Retro is always to get the inks done, production done, out to the printer and into the hands of those that pledge to my quick Kickstarter that I did a couple of years ago. And there's no more excuses. I'm going forward and making that happen. And that's why I'm here lately, almost every day. Like I said, missed yesterday, but yeah, the day flew by and I was like, I could squeeze it in at the end of my day, but it was really, really late going into today. So I was like, I'll make it up this week and I'll be making it up tomorrow when I have two streams. But it's a lot. It's a lot to handle, even more than one project. And I have multiple things going on, and it can get frustrating. It can get stressful. It can get communication breakdown between the me and the parties I'm working for. But I'm trying to keep a good handle on my workflow, and it's like since it's I'm in the thick of it. I'm just working each day to better handle all my individual projects. And let's see, looking at this. All right, do this by hand. And there's no quick answer. It's just day by day, doing the best that I can, and I try to, work on a page here for one project, work on a page there for the next project, and so on. So I'm balancing throughout the week and getting something into everybody. Even though I'm doing the stream late today, I got some work to do afterwards. So I'll be jamming into midnight. And, it seems like my schedule of late is I'm working later and later, which is not the prime working situation. Let me see. I got my Yeah. Okay. Webcam program screw me up. Okay. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I want to shift my schedule back to where I'm getting up earlier and ending my day sooner. That seems to have a better result on my progress and workload. But since I'm sort of back and forth with a bunch of people more and more on a regular basis, it's harder to schedule that. But I think in a day or two, I'll get back on track. The best advice I've heard is really that, do one project, you do it very well, make your name, and anything you do above and beyond that will be easier because all your focus will be on the original project rather than spreading yourself too thin. Well, I am out to prove something to myself as well as possibly to others. It's more for myself that I want to accomplish a lot. And we'll see in the end how that goes. I have put aside, like, retro is the first of a batch of heroes I want to create. I put aside the other books for right now, at least until I could put out not only the first issue of retro, but the first issue of Arena, a sketchbook, and a few other things. And also, I want to have the money to pay people. So it's all a balancing act that I'm, trying to get better at. So I'm mostly focused on retro right now, as well as paying gigs. So if you come here for advice, then I'm just as good as anyone else. Just struggling just as much as anyone else. Where I have sort of my day job, which, even though it's doing the same thing, some people have day jobs that are completely outside of comics, but my job is inking comics for other people. And my second hustle, as some people call it, is inking my personal projects, or working on my personal projects. So I'm looking at this. It's very. Let's get over. I'm going to go move closer. So I'm going to get really close. Because I love Rich's pencils. And it's not coming in super clear. But it's like each leaf is clearly defined. And I might actually, instead of going in with a quill, go in with a reprograph, just a thin reprograph, and do the outline and figure out what leaves I want to fill in and what leaves I want to keep open when I get to that stage. But right now, I'm just doing these background buildings, making sure those are done. And on this page, I got some, well, his head and his head. I got a couple of heads to ink. I want to make sure the blacks I put down are blacker. That's just me being particular kind of thing, not 100% necessary. I want to thank Landon, who was on my drawer stream the other day. He's got a bigger YouTube channel and following, and definitely like on Instagram, he's got a pretty big following. I just want to really thank him for sharing out that he was on my stream. I could tell when like I'm getting assistance in sharing something out from somebody who's got a bigger following than me. Even those with a smaller following can help get your videos and whatever else you got going on in front of more faces. What's that? Do I want that? No, that's good. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so Richard's face here is very tiny, so I'm just gonna do it with my technical pen. Since it's very precise. Gotta make sure there's no extra gunk. On my repeatograph. Some artists really add a ton of detail to faces, even if they're super tiny. It gets really hard to ink them, as beautiful as the pencils might be. Let's see. Yeah, it's hard to give them some justice sometimes. But yeah, my real workload hasn't even begun. Um, like I've been saying, I want to clear out a lot of my workload before I start getting into other projects. So definitely either late tonight or tomorrow I'll be finishing a pinup. Tomorrow I'll be diving into an anthology story I'm working on. So I've held off on that too long. Sorry, I'm not more exciting tonight. But I want to fulfill my promise of streaming every day. I did double up episodes last Thursday, and I'm doubling up episodes tomorrow. So that more than makes up for it. I've been doing really good so far this month. Putting extra content here for all my viewers. And I have some cool guests coming up. Jim's been on my channel before, but we'll catch up a bit. Jason hasn't, Dan hasn't. What's that, black? Is that black? Yeah, it's black. Alright, so. Flashlight. It's been a hot one today. Humidity seems like it's back. Yeah, a crazy storm yesterday. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Maybe I'll use this. Let's see. Yeah, I'll finish this page off, and this is 18. So I got 15, 16, 17. I think 2 of those are mostly done. So let me just knock out a couple this week. Where they're totally finished. Yeah, I'm trying to push myself where I'm making sure to make better progress. And last week I had sort of extra duties to do. And I was extra tired. So this week I don't have any outside commitments. And I had fun last night. Hung out with my friend, and we saw The Suicide Squad, which was outstanding. A lot of fun. Made an actual movie night for ourselves. Seems like it's been forever since I sat down and watched a movie all the way through in one sitting. Especially if I'm watching something on my own. So I watch it in pieces. I tend to do it in between things. What's up? Crimson Owl Comics, otherwise known as Ronnie. What are you doing tonight? I think Ronnie's got me on speed dial. Yeah, you're on my list to come on the show. I got about 24 people to schedule, come on streams, hang out, talk about what they're doing. Ryan is definitely one of them. With his partner, Jason. They do a horror show. I think they're doing Thursdays now. You could tell them all about it, Ronnie. Art making, cool. I should make you a moderator on my channel. You're here that often. I can't do it until I go to my YouTube channel. So you can put in links. Get more of my friends to be moderators. All right. So, sort of like the conclusion to my topic today is, I'm trying to push myself, trying to get more work done, regardless of what life throws at you, regardless of how crazy one's schedule gets. You just have to push through it and get work done. I've had day jobs where I'm living right now in the last batch of years, and having a day job reminded me of how much I would bleed for other people, and that I should really be doing that for myself. Ronnie says, just message me today and I'll be awesome. Yeah, like how hard I work, regardless of the job, how much I put into working for other people, and how much I should do that for myself. As I've been living in Kentucky, and specifically where I am now, Campbellsville, a small town, I've worked at a restaurant nearby, and it's like, the restaurant closes and we're still working for another hour and a half, 2 hours. And a lot of times I was almost the last person. I never locked up the place. Usually the waiter would be last to close up after mopping up the whole restaurant. But I didn't leave until work was absolutely done. And it's a lot harder to work for yourself and be that tough with yourself. But I got books I'm a part of that I don't want to drop the ball, and I want to get out. Do my part, get them done, as well as my own book. I got a graphic novel that, if I do my part early enough, I could possibly premiere it at the end of the year. I definitely want everything I do to succeed to the highest possibility. So I have to get it in with enough time for colorists and letters and production to be done on it. I'm not the last person at all to touch a book, and it's always a group effort. So just my way of saying I gotta work harder, even still. There's Evan. Hi all. Welcome. What are you working on tonight? You working on your comic? So yeah, I really want to push myself this year, get a bunch out, be a self-publisher for the first time in my life, get my own property out there, and I won't. But in many ways, it's a lot of first steps that I'll be doing. So the first time is always the hardest, most scary, and I've already learned so much for the next time I do it that, it will always continue to be challenging, but it won't be as challenging as the first time or as scary. Oh, Evan says, yeah, designing a map for my comics world. Awesome. I don't have to design a map for my character. I could just put a New York City map, subway map in my comic. Although I think that would be trademark infringement. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. But it might be useful to after a certain amount of issues, do a map. Oh, come on, you little! There's all these little gnats. Oh my god, I'm so sick of them. Get out of my house, little gnats! I can't wait. I can't wait till it's like fall and winter again. Summertime brings all the bugs. And of course, I got 4 cats that want to go in and out. So every time I open the door, there's potential more coming in. All right, yeah, this is looking good. All right, Rich decided to draw a fern, and fern's got lots of detail. Lots of fine detail. Make sure I get it pretty accurate. Do a decent job. So, yeah. Take this. What is up to excellence? How's it going, Peter? Your page looks great as always. Thank you, buddy. It's going well, going well. Let's see. What's it to do this? Says a wall behind the fern. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, do this. Details. Got to get all the details. So yeah, it's going well. Yeah. Well, any progress is good. But I want to make sure I get retro inks done this month. I want to make sure I get heavy into production. As well as keeping on the projects I'm inking. And then start getting into coloring. So I think by next week, you'll hear me talking about things besides inking a lot more. Things are good. Crazy busy, about to get crazier and busier. But definitely going to be a much better. It's going to be probably the best year I've had in a while. You know, I mean, a lot of it depends on other people, but you know, I'll probably have a lot more books out this year than I've had. And definitely next year will be much smoother. All right. All right, getting close to done. So I only wanted to go 30 minutes, but of course everybody showed up. So not a problem, not a problem. Love you guys. But I give a little bit extra. Give this video a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate one and all coming here and checking it out. I got a lot of guests coming up. Check my channel for upcoming streams. I'll be adding a couple more. Waiting to hear back from a few people. But yeah, this channel is going to rock this year, and I'm so excited about where things are going. But thank you one and all again. Take care. Have a great night.